Hey guys, it's Ashley Bratzel here. I am a Canadian stay-at-home mom who designs crochet patterns now. Been doing it for just over a year and a bit now. And I did do a live video earlier. Maybe you saw it, but if you didn't, that's my introduction. That's me. I don't know. I usually wear glasses. I took them off because of all these lights here. So I'm trying to be like professional with lights, and then I just like hung a blanket up behind me. That's kind of my level of professional. Working on that. We'll get there someday. I'll be super cool and awesome. I'll have like a makeup team and somebody else can write the patterns for me or something. I don't know. That's silly, right? Okay. Point of this video, I have a crochet along starting. It's like starting right now. I was gonna make the video a little sooner and like tease you into it, but I ran out of time. It's crazy time here with my kids and whatever, so things just get done when they get done. But here's the thing. My video is all the videos, I have been making them for like the past 4 months. And I thought I had tons of time, I'd get them done, and they're a little late. So my pattern, I could have changed the title of it, except that half the videos were already made. So it is called Summer Direction Crochet Along. And for a lot of you, summer's like over, so oh well. There's nothing really about it that says summer, except for the title. So you can pick different colors. You want it to be fall? Pick fall colors. You want it to be winter? Pick winter colors. Do whatever you want. And if you're familiar with me, you know that all my patterns are written for 2 techniques. Interlocking crochet, it's kind of reversible. The back is opposite of the front. Opposite stitches, which doesn't always mean like an exact opposite picture, right? And the same chart can be read and you can do overlay mosaic crochet. So it's the same thing. I have, the back is just striped. This technique creates these little tails. I put an envelope border on one side. I didn't finish this mostly because I wanted to show you, but we can pretend that was the whole reason, and it wasn't because I ran out of time or anything. It was totally on purpose. Yeah? Okay. So these are the 2 samples that I've made YouTube videos for. Each section is going to be on YouTube. None of them are live right now. I'm going to do this video, then I'm going to pick the pattern live on my blog, on YouTube, Ravelry, and Etsy. So it's kind of a lot, but I want it to be available to everyone. Both of the techniques will have their own file. If you buy it on Ravelry or Etsy, it'll have 2 files, one for each technique. Both of those techniques have YouTube videos for every section. So you can see here, there's like chevrons and arrows and everything. Every single section has a video to go with it. With interlocking crochet, you actually get more videos because it depends. You can do this image, but if you start from this side or this side, depends on where you ended, right? Like, because you have to flip your work. So I actually had quite a few more videos for this technique. If you buy the pattern on Ravelry or Etsy right now, it's on sale too, which is good for you. It's good for me too. I mean, I like making sales. Makes people happy. You get a pattern, I get some sales. Easy peasy, right? If you buy it right now, it has the written instructions for both techniques, charts for both techniques. So like interlocking is just basic chart, black and white. Mosaic also includes X's, which I don't yet have a tutorial on how to use those X's. Other designers use them and people are familiar with them. So that's really for the people who are already familiar with it. I will get a video up soon, all right? But that is what it comes with. You can also use this pattern, the chart that comes with this one, you can use it for the mosaic. I do have a video on how to read the charts because before, for the past year, I just did one type of chart because you can actually use that chart. And I had a friend, Natalie Caruso, she said she could help me put some X's on, and it's a pretty big job. It takes a lot of time. So that's why I now have X's on my patterns. Now, these are small. Now, maybe you've noticed, like this is not a blanket. This is just like a scarf, maybe. Anywho, the patterns for both techniques are written in a way that you can repeat them, and then you get wider. Now this is actually in progress. See, I didn't quite finish. That's what happens around here. And I'm doing this one in mosaic, you can see with the tails. But both techniques, you can do that, where you follow the repeats as they're written in the pattern, make it as wide as you like. Now, I think I didn't quite finish the sentence before. I have notes here, but I'm not following them very well. My baby could wake up and cry at any moment. It seems all bright here, but that's because it's nighttime. The kids are sleeping. So like I was saying, if you buy it on Etsy and Ravelry, you get the written instructions for both techniques and charts. And it has links in both of the patterns, has direct links to those videos. The videos are not live on YouTube yet, but if you use those links, it should take you there anyways. If you don't want to pay for the pattern because you can't or you won't for whatever reason, doesn't matter to me what your reasoning is, then you just have to wait a little longer. Those videos will be made available to you for free. So it's going to be posted. The written instructions are going to be on my blog for both techniques, and the YouTube videos are going to go live so that everybody can see them. So really, if you're buying the pattern, what you're getting is the charts, and you don't have to wait. That's the difference between all the things. I figured I should just explain it because there is a lot going on. One crochet along, which, I mean, we have crochet alongs all the time. This is like my 5th, kind of 6th, if you include the one that I just had a piece in. It's like a group crochet along, the Friends Around the World one. So I wasn't the host, but I was part of it. So this one's just me again. And there's a lot. 2 different techniques. You can make it whatever size you want. Videos, written, blog, like Ravelry, Etsy. There's too many things. People get so confused and they go, Ashley, what am I supposed to do? What do I get? And so I just wanted to say, that's what you get. And I kind of wanted to show off. I dropped them on the floor. Here, I don't have a table here beside me. I just kind of wanted to show the differences between them because sometimes people are still confused. So interlocking crochet is its own thing. It's not a type of mosaic crochet. This is mosaic crochet, specifically overlay mosaic crochet. So it's each row, single row. You don't go back and forth and stuff. Whereas this one, you turn your work. Both of these techniques, I just did single colors. So one is this one, for example. I have dark purple and the light blue, a main color and a contrasting color. And then I think I use like accent color, but it means the same thing, a main color and an accent color. And some of the fun for, I know some of you are already going to say, oh, well, I'm going to do this section with one color, and then I'm going to do this section with another color, and I'm going to do this section, and that's cool. I like that. It's just, I wanted you to know it's not written in the pattern that way. For example, you see this. Oh, it's so pretty and rainbowy. This is just the yarn doing that. I have one main color, it's the dark purple, that's amethyst, and I have one contrasting color. And that contrasting color happens to change itself. So you can change colors. I mean, you could find a purple and a green and a blue and whatever else is in here, make your own rainbow. But the pattern is just written for 2 colors. And I wanted you to know what you're getting into. That's the point of this video. So I'm putting it out there. Here I am. Here's what you're getting into. And hopefully you like it. I don't know. I think it's one of my simpler patterns because a lot of my patterns are quite large. And I guess that's just because I like to fit a lot of detail in when I'm drawing. So I wanted this to be more accessible. So it's a little bit smaller. You can see here the width. Well, actually you can't see here. Okay. It's too big. I don't know if my camera will show you. Let me fold it in half. Maybe I can show you in half. Not quite. Okay, fold it in quarters. This is how wide it is, folded 4 times here. And this is a worsted weight, medium 4. I've used a 4.5mm hook because that's the tension I like. Blankets are very forgiving. You can use anything you like. But this is the size of it. So for me, it's about like not quite an arm's width, but it's supposed to be about a square when you're done. So I haven't quite finished the other way. It's not done here. And it's not really, I don't consider it a bed blanket. It's not going to cover your king size bed. And it's not really a toddler blanket, is it? Because I think those are usually, well, maybe there is no usual. I don't know. I didn't know exactly what to call it. Throw blanket is really such an all-encompassing term. You can have a throw blanket that for some people means this. Other people, they say throw blanket and it's huge. And, you know, people are like, I can't make that. That's too big. It's not a throw blanket. Throw blanket's tiny. So people just have different definitions. So it's hard to please everyone. One thing I have learned in this year as a designer is you can never please everyone. There's always something else that somebody needs. Somebody has a complaint. So I'm doing my best to people please, but also trying to learn how to not be a people pleaser and just say, you know, well, actually, that's just it. It is how it is. So this one does have the option. You can make it as wide as you want. Trying to people please here. And if you are clever, you can repeat different things in here and you can make it longer if you wanted to, right? So I'm hoping it's people pleasing enough, simple enough for people who are new, people who don't have as much yarn or don't have as much time to do a huge thing, but enough options that if you have more skills or yarn or time, that you can make it as big as you want. And you can follow the written, or you can follow the charts, or you can follow the YouTube, right? Everybody can join in. That is the point of this. Everybody can do it. So I do hope that everyone joins in. And I think that's all from me. I was going to make this live, but I was worried that the baby might wake up. So now I get to go watch myself, which is like not my favorite part of making videos. I don't want to watch myself. You can watch me. It's fine. But I don't really like watching myself. So hopefully I'll just do a quick go over this. I'll throw in some links and you can find me. And then you can watch this YouTube video. You can share it and be like, hey, this is what I want to make. Or you can make fun of me. I don't know. But don't make fun of me to my face. You can do that like in a hidden blog somewhere where I'm never going to find it, okay? And I'm just teasing. I'm not sure who's going to watch the end of this. I always make silly comments at the end when I'm like, yeah, no one's even watching. I'm going to make like a 20-minute video. People are going to watch about 2 minutes because YouTube tells you the stats. Most people don't watch all the way. So thank you if you've watched all the way. And thank you for watching my other YouTube videos. I did want to point out there's a picture. I have a picture that shows these beside each other. And they're not the same length. They are the same pattern. It's just that my tension and the yarn was a little different, so they didn't turn out quite the same size. So there isn't really a schedule listed somewhere. I know for most crochet alongs that I've done, it'll say like, okay, September 1st is this release and September 7th is this part. And I don't have a schedule for it this time. Part of that is because with the two techniques requiring a different amount of videos, and with there being so many videos, I didn't want to flood you with like, okay, here's 50 videos released all at once. So I'm going to space them out. And the sections, for example, this is chevron, the section here. It's only a couple rows. It's smaller than this section, which is arrows. Oh, I can't even make my fingers that big. Guess I'm not a very good piano player. So some sections are going to take longer than others. This one, I mean, I did have a birthday in the middle of there. My daughter turned 7, so I didn't have as much time to work on it as I had anticipated. But this one, this has only been about a week for me, and I got almost done. So I know that some of you are just going to whiz right through it. You'll be done before we even get to the next section. And that's okay. You can still share it in my group. I know other groups, they'll have some strict rules when it comes to crochet alongs. If you change the order, if you say, oh, well, I did your arrows and I added in someone else's pattern here, that's okay. You can still share it in my Facebook group, okay? So I don't kick people out for things like that. I kick people out if they're like, here, click here and win $3 million. I'm like, no, you're not going to win $3 million. That's spam. So don't worry. You can share some things. And as long as it's got something of mine in there, we're usually pretty good. And if you finish it all right away, that's cool. You can share us. It's not a secret. The next parts won't be released for free for everyone, but it's not like a secret crochet along where you have to like not show us, okay? So everybody can join in. Everybody can share. Everything's going to be good. That's the plan. That's what summer is supposed to be about. Good times. That's why Summer Direction Cow, I made pretty summer colors. This is Retro Stripes. Oh, everybody asks. Retro Stripes by Red Heart. Super Saver. It's cheap acrylic, but it's pretty. And it's like, you can't find it anywhere. If I find more in the store, I'll buy some because I think it's cool. And maybe it's just like my generation or something, because I've noticed there's some couple other like TikTok famous-ish. I don't know. Do I count as famous yet? Some other crochet people who are bigger than me, famouser, more long time doing this. And they use this stuff a lot. So maybe someday I'll be famous enough that I don't know, have my own yarn named after me or something. And then I'll give it to you for free. Ooh, that'll be fun. But no, I don't have anything like that. That is my Summer Direction crochet along. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye.